conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, yeah. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you finding, see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music. I'm saying
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, yeah. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
yeah. Unknown Brain, Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, yeah. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye.
said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you frowning, see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music. I'm saying
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
yeah. Unknown Brain, Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you frowning, see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music. I'm saying
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta tea show.
Your
Some
team is
fun.
picking.
Butterflies born by
Your
thy
team
wish,
is picking.
guided by lantern's light.
The Immortal One chose me to vanquish the shadows that plague this world.
Mobile Fortress combat
Your
ready.
team is picking.
Sir, what's your command?
I am not the only one bound by
Your
these
team
chains.
is picking.
Experience the euphony of
Your
suffering.
team is banning.
Let's go!
Your team is banning.
My mission is to protect
Your
lives.
team is banning.
Always on the way.
Your team is banning.
Muscle of iron.
Your
Bones
team
of
is
steel.
picking. Your team is picking.
Wipe out all the injustice in the world.
Awaken, Dreadworm,
Your
the
team is
tyrant of
picking.
wrath, and burn this wretched world.
spear!
Movies trying to go in onto the Cyclops, he will get bursted down, and maybe the Granger will not survive for too long, and the base is wide open. You can see Minsel are finally being back on the map. He uses the King calling for a defensive measure. The Johnson also back with a full throttle, but they're trying to lock onto the base. But the minions are not there anymore. The Moscow trying to go for an end, but he cannot do that, can he? That was a bad play. That was a misplay, in fact, from the side of Doomwalkers. They were too overzealous to look for an end. They should have retreated when they had the chance.
And I think that Fanny there came flying in, in hopes of trying to get that Granger, but he does get taken down instead. So that was really pretty weird, seeing the fact that Fatty could have just recalled and cabled in all the way back and helped that Moskov ended. But I think they had other plans. And as we have it, this is going to be 15 minutes into the game, as Doomwalkers have failed to clear out that crystal as well. But I think they have a really good, spot here, especially by Celestial Clan, because they do not have, the purifiers ready. And Moskov here dealing a ton of damage to turrets. Oh my goodness me! Fanny being locked up once again, but I don't think he's gonna be able to take him down.
No, he cannot take him down because that was a good escape, a good play from the Phobius, and he's trying to look for an shutdown onto that Minsitar, and he will be able to get so the SOD was used, but it's not connect, so they have to be even more on the defensive with losing the Minsitar. This is gonna be too difficult for them to defend. The fan is going in, he's too aggressive, but he might be able to get out too. So that was a freestyle, wasn't it here, Sebastian?
Exactly. I would say he is a pretty fast cabler. But that is pretty good because he was able to, get as much of the objectives as possible, even though the turtle was not taken sadly for the third time, but he was taken down instead. So I would say that even though he did get taken down, he was able to get that second turtle. So I think that was definitely a good choice coming in, considering the fact that the Lord is gonna be spawning back up soon, and this might be the last stand for Celestial Clan. They have to make do with something, and the King's Calling has to be, exceptionally well. Otherwise, they're just gonna mess up again and again.
Yeah, I mean, with more inhibitors on their side, it's going to be a really hard defense, right? Because, like you talked about in the draft, the Cyclops is really one-dimensional, right? He cannot deal AoE damage or even AoE skill set, and the single target, single lock on heroes. This is the problem, right? They have the grandeur, but how fast the grandeur can clear because they have insane amount of dive from the side of Doomwalkers. They have been constantly trying to bait the King calling with the Chow going in first, right? And the other team they're actually using it, so they need to be really smart, like you mentioned, how well they do, by how well they time it. But again, full throttle is already there, and there's a knockup on the three. Go for the dragon onto the Kinsler first because they know who's the priority target, and right now they're trying to look for an end. The Lord is almost being cleared, but the Phobius is doing a really great job. The Fanny joins the party for a wipeout, and they get a wipeout along with that first game in this best of three series. Man, that was a perfectly played game by the Chow at the very end. Got that
Bro,
kick onto that Minsitar, man. Pops to him.
hats off. He's the MVP, bro. He was the MVP. It wasn't just that first time. He's done it 4 times in this match, making sure that Fanny and that Moskov, even that, the Zushin, able to fight that, the group fight out. And they kept marking that Minsitar, and it was for a good cause. Even though Minsitar definitely could have shined brightly here, I think he definitely made a mistake of going, a little too much on the damage here, and he could have gone sustained, and I think he would have been able to survive most of the burst coming in from not only that Zushin but the Moskov and the Fanny as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that could have been different, but however, how well can you adapt during those games is the question, right? And how well can you provide the assistance towards your team can really make this difference. I feel like you mentioned they could have gone for the tankier build, right? So he did
Mhm.
not do that, and that kind of made him really squishy, and they took him down so easily, right? And I think the King's Calling should have been a utility type of ultimate rather than a damage ultimate, but
Exactly.
have different things in their mind. But however, that was just the first game. They can, really change the things a little bit. Just have a little bit flexibility in their draft, which can provide them a lot more than they can actually want right now. So with the first game away, the match point. This is going to be the second game, right towards the side of Doomwalkers. They have the match point, and Celestial Clan. They need to climb the mountains, and
Exactly.
it's not going to be an easy task, will it be?
They have to work this out. They can't just rely on that Granger. As we all know, he is a double-edged sword. He has to stack, otherwise he's not going to be able to perform well in the late game. And that's exactly what happened. Moskov did so much better, and I would say even you did see the amount of turret that he had pushed out as well, and he had almost I think around 18 to 20,000 turret HP taken away by Moskov himself.
Yeah, like we were talking about, right? They picked the Fanny team, Seven Celestial Clan. They had the option of getting the Moscow to their side, and that could have worked really well, right? They could have done the same thing, and they could also have gotten a counter towards the Fanny. However, they picked the Grandeur, which is a meta pick, and I think sometimes you have to just go a little bit off meta, to get the heroes that actually works for your draft, and they did not do that. And that kind of lost, like, have them lose a lot of map space, as well as a lot of uh, game changing kind of plays which did not take place because there was not many people who could stop the Fanny. They had the King's Calling, but like you mentioned, the Chow was constantly canceling it out every time.
Mhm. And there we have it. They're banning out Phobius and that Zushin, and for a very, very good reason as well. I think the first mistake they made in the drafting itself was leaving Zushin open. And if someone immediately locks in like that, you're gone, bro. That's like they're gonna know. We're gonna know that they're gonna perform really well.
Hmm. I
And
mean, that was a respect ban, I would say. They had learned the lessons.
oh, once again, going for the Suyu, I think he did pretty good. Unless it's just that the EXP lane was losing out a little too much, and he could have done so much better if the Johnson and the EXP lane was like performing the roles well. And he was doing
Hmm.
it pretty good, but I think the farm difference was a little too much. Oh, we got it once again. Granger being picked out finally. Irithel at least will be able to be used out here. Otherwise, you know what? It's once again Cyclops
Hey,
again.
I think they're going for the comfort picks, right? They do not want to change the heroes that they're actually comfortable with, and I feel
Exactly.
against Minstar, I mean against the Kadut Kacha, it's really difficult to burst him down so easily, right? Yes, you do have the damage, but you're really item reliant. Unless you
Mhm.
have enough items, you cannot burst them down. And this time they are picking out Kalea, so I feel that's a good hero to have. They can actually go for that, pick off type of play which the other team did with the show, and
Exactly.
this hero works better. She can just levitate in the air. So yeah, Dia Lupa can just sing the levitating song right now for them.
I kind of call her the mini Gatot because she does have a similar skill like the AUG. So I would say she's a mini Gatot, but also her
Hmm.
lockdown is pretty long. Like the single target lockdown is insane, and I've never seen someone like that. And this is really good. Mobile Legends is working out pretty well with the new heroes coming up and the new mage coming up as well. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. It's amazing.
I Well, this new heroes add so much new possibilities to the game that is already existing, right? You can
Exactly.
go for a different varieties of draft, different type of gameplays, and different type of pick off type of composition. So this time around, they're answering back that Kalea pick with Guinevere. So this is most probably gonna be a roam Guinevere unless they put it in the jungle, which is really gonna be interesting to watch, right? And
Exactly.
I feel they do have a lot of flexibility with the first and the third pick, right? The Garut Kacha can be the EXP, can be the roam, the Guinevere can be used in three positions, right? And I feel most teams would not want to use her in the EXP. However, the other two roles are pretty much open for that hero.
Oh man, I just realized once again Kalia is a single target hero as we've said, right? So I think
Mm-hmm.
seven celestial clans have to go with the group damage and the group CC that's coming up, and picking out Cyclops there was definitely one of the biggest mistakes they could have made, considering the fact that Kalia is being picked out. But we'll have to see because Farsha is open, Aurora
Mm-hmm.
is open. And even
That's true.
Vixana here is going to do so well, not only against that Suyu, but even against that Cyclops. Even though he does have that, the movement speed coming up from his falling stars, it's not really going to work out well. If
Mm-hmm.
because the thing is that you need an AOG target. Because Gatot here, he could kind of work out like a like a fighter, and he's mostly dependent on that group CC as well.
Yeah, I mean, the can be really use flexibility, and like you mentioned, the Farsa was open, and the side of DoomWalkers they will pick it up for themselves, right? And I feel that's a good hero to have because they do not have too many heroes that can actually mark the backline, right? And with the Purify, you're pretty much safe, right? Unless you have a very heavy dive like the Gutted Kacha, like some Benedetta maybe. Unless you don't have those heroes, there's nobody to reach the backline, and I don't see Xbox doing much job reaching the backline so well. Yes, you can burst down the high HP heroes with the true damage, but the backline, if it's completely left free, the Farsa is gonna deal so much damage.
Exactly, and she doesn't even need to get close to the battlefield.
Y-
She's
Exactly.
just gonna use the feathered airstrike, and they're
Oh,
just gonna be taken down. The Guinevere here already has a really good lockdown skill, and the AOG coming in, and we can't forget we can't really mess around with the taunt coming in from Gathot Gacha as well. That really locks down a huge ton of people, making it quite possible
mhm.
for a 2 or 3 man uh what you call it, knock up from Guinevere as well. I was just gonna talk about Lucas being a better option instead of the X-Borg, but where's my Angela has taken it.
Wait, I am just confused. I see a Gushin into the jungle, and I see a. I mean, this is gonna be a double jungle strategy, will it be? It's a question because they do not have a marksman for their side, so I feel
What?
yes, brewing something different this game around, but again, to Retribution, this is gonna be a bit difficult, wouldn't be?
Exactly. I think they're just messing around right now because the first league game is usually the most important for a best of three, and it could be the make or break for the opponents
Mm-hmm.
that you definitely won against. And there's some teams that do so exceptionally well on the second round, but
Yep.
then at the first round, other people are just like, "Oh man, I don't think we can win on the next," and they just kind of fumble up a lot. And I think maybe this could be the a situation that we are being faced out right now. But I think maybe they could definitely work out if they are able to rotate well with the jungle and the lanes as well. But maybe it's a big if, but they could make it
Mm-hmm.
out.
I personally feel that could have been a mistake on their part, but again, they need to work with what they have, and right now they have two junglers, right? So let's see how well it works. But again, looking at the draft, I think the cushion should be AFK, so that was probably a mistake, right? So we need to figure out with that being case. But again, so far the draft is looking really good from both the sides. I feel except for the Gushin, they could have gotten a good pick, but the other team does have a really good start. And again, this is the match point for the side of Doomwalkers. They should be able to get this game pretty easily if they play their cards right.
Exactly. And you know what? I think maybe there is a network issue coming up from their side. So we are yet to see, ladies and gentlemen, but please do stay tuned. This could be a strategic point. Otherwise, it could just be them trolling around, or it could be network issues that we have to reset. So guys, do stay tuned.
And we gotta see, how well it works out because my man, this is the tough situation to be in, right? Because both the sides are trying to just take advantage, but I think Doomwalkers they will be getting the better advantage with their draft already having more map space. And man, did you just see the Farsa using that new Neo Beast skin? That is really amazing to look at, man. Look at that skin though.
It looks good. Like I've seen Farsa skins so far. I really like the Hero Triumph, the MSC skin.
Hmm.
Overall, okay, more than the collector, but this skin is on another level. I really like the effects and the flashy like lightning edgy and the glitches coming up from the skills.
Hmm.
It's really nice.
It's really funky, it's really a funky skin too. You can style on your opponents, but again, right now I think they will be styling on their opponent, knowing the fact that this is going to be a 5v4 situation they are in, and with the first little objective already spawning on the map. Walkers they have the better map presence and better map control to take it down, but again the bot lane they're trying to go for that early level 4 for their mid as well as the roamer, right? So
Exactly.
I think that's a really good strategy. So they're playing their cards well. They're trying to get maximum advantage. But again, there's a dive coming in. The Kalea goes in, but there's a counter engage coming in, I guess.
I would say that maybe I think the first turtle here could definitely go, but there we have it. Guinevere once
Oh, ho,
again
ho.
locking him up, and why did I
That's
say that?
tough. That's tough. That's tough, man. Anyways, we back to the match we go. That will be the thrill secured, and they also get a kill onto the Shuyo. So, without much peeling, the Shuyo cannot perform, right? So in the last game also we saw the same thing. Shuyo was trying his best, but again there is a knock up. There's a spatial migration onto him, but he does get secured the purple buff. So it did have the advantage so far. He's not losing out too much jungle, but again the Cyclops, he's playing the goal lane this time around, so he's farming pretty well. So if they have an advantage, but again the Kale are trying to go in, the Tsunami Slam does not connect. That is a good purify coming from that Farsa, and at this point, DoomWalkers, they are walking out with the goal lead, right?
Definitely, definitely on a almost I think a 1400 goal lead right here coming up, and that's pretty huge for 3 minutes, man. So even the EXP, they're all I think either they're 6 minute, level 6 or level 5 as well. We're looking at a level 6 and a level 4 coming up inside of Celestial Clan. But look at Cyclops is being taken down one by one once again as a 5-man gank all the way up in the top lane to mess around with Cyclops. Oh my goodness, what is happening, man?
It's just an onslaught coming in from the side of Doomwalkers. They are fully taking advantage, but again, the Shuyu being a sneaky one gets the purple buff stolen from the hands of the Lucas, so he will be purpleless for a few couple of seconds to a minute. So let's see if he can get this buff. The Shuyu does have the retribution, so he's trying to secure this buff, but there's a dive coming in from the Beast, and he takes in a lot of damage. Oh, almost on the verge of being taken down, but
My goodness me.
again, that is was so close play coming in. But look at the position from the Guinevere. He's trying to go for a pick off. So the Cyclops does not have any idea where the Guinevere is. So can he get it? Is the question here. So he needs to rotate, right? And the Shu is trying to go in. He uses that Queller to just get the vision. But yes, they get the vision of the Guinevere finally.
Oh man, I think maybe they're trying to force that, Suyu to use up that retribution, but he knows as well. And the blue buff has been taken by Cyclops, but that is pretty good. They still have their retribution, so this could be a possibility that he's saving the retribution for that turtle, but it's not working out well. But the damage coming in for Fasha is looking pretty intense.
Absolutely, man. They're suffocating at this point. The side of Seven Celestial Clan, they're really suffocating. They cannot even take their own resources, own farm from the jungle easily. The pressure is constantly being built up by the side of Doomwalkers, and without the cushion, this is gonna be a really tough time because they could have used an extra member, but again, they're trying their best. You can see they're trying to look for push, but there's the complete every time there's a denial, right? Doomwalkers, they're not letting them do whatever they want freely, but there's another special migration connecting onto the Cyclops, and Staken Low should be getting taken down. Farsa's damage is already scaling up.
Oh man, I feel really bad for Celestial Clan. They could have been able to make do so with something, but I think the lights out for Gushin in his area of the town. But I think maybe they could have definitely made the second match a comeback over here, considering the fact that mistakes were made in the first. But you know what? It's never too late to learn. And they could have definitely, or either they could have lost again, or they could have definitely brought up a huge tough match for Doomwalkers. But there we have it. We are going to be seeing possibly an easy win for Doomwalkers, but I don't think Celestial Clan, have any reason to back down here on a 4v5, and they are making it a little bit hard for Doomwalkers.
This just reminds me of the time where Gosu played a game, right, of 4v5. That was a really iconic game that took place in a really long, long time back, right? So that's where
Exactly.
they got that feat, right, where they actually won a 4v5 situation. So, this is the time if Seven Celestial Clan, they can do that impossible, they're gonna go down the history as well, right? So let's see, they're not really able to protect their structures so far. You can see already two structures from the top and the mid lane falling, but again, there is the knock of the Tsunami Slam connecting onto the Guinevere. He's forced to flicker out, and he might still survive. The AOG will be used, but there's a knock up onto that Remember, there is going to be a lot of damage that is Kalea taking, but he will not survive the Xbox. Trying to give a bit of damage, but he loses his Piraga armor and he will be gunned down. The damage from the Grandeur already scaling, and Shuya needs to be careful. He's taking in a lot of damage, more than he could have actually handled, but he just get out at the right time. So, with the last neutral objective already on the map, I think they are better off taking the Lord instead of this last turtle.
Oh man, the planet lockdown was so close to taking that Grange, and I was like, "Come on, Cyclops, you can do it!" And he survived by a fraction of an HP left, and that was really really intense. They could have locked down, on that Granger at least and do something over here because it's just one kill by that Cyclops again, and it's not looking good. 8 minutes is already in. They're trying to take the Lord here already and trying to end it as soon as possible. But Guinevere once again looking like she's trying to find a place to lock down, and he does. The Friaga armor finally being out on the CC, but there we have it. We are looking at the AOG connecting onto Xborg as well. My goodness me, that was a beautiful ending.
Yeah, and they were already four members, and now they are down to three. So the slot contest will not be there, right? And I think this is gonna be free lot given to the side of DoomWalkers, and they're gonna take so much advantage out of it. They might look for some more push as well, right? And at this point, what do Seven Celestial Clan do? Because they're really behind on the goal, 6K, almost 5.5K right at this point, and it's a tough situation to be in, but however, if they can hold on for a little bit longer, they can get the farm on their core heroes. That is gonna be the Cyclops as well as the Xbox, right? The Xbox can give the punish provided that he has enough sustenance, but so
Even
far, mm-hmm.
the burst from Suyu is really really intense, and considering the fact that he's gonna get a Sasuke skin, oh man, that is amazing. And I didn't really expect the Naruto collab coming up by Moba, but there we have it. Oh my goodness me, the flicker locking in
Oh,
all Okalia to fly to their side, and the air the feathered airstrike takes them down instead. But the immortality, did you see the way Kalia just got locked out and he flew all the way from the mid-tier turret to the purple buff? Oh my goodness me.
that is the power of that hero, but once you locked on that target, you're gonna get fly away, right? Flown away, I mean, by the target as well. But I think that does give enough space for Seven Celestial Clan to clear out this slot, so they are able to still hold on to their inhibitors, right? So the Farsa does have enough range, but so far, we have not seen so many game-changing ultimates coming yet from the combo of that mid lane, right? That is gonna be the Guinevere as well as the Farsa. However, he has been constantly giving that pressure to the other team for backing out. I feel that's really enough from the Farsa, right? Because sometimes you don't need to get the kills; you can just zone out the members, and that's gonna give you so much pressure, right? And again, there is a jump coming in from the Guinevere, gets two target, and they're knocked up by the AOG. And right now, Kalia does get out of the harm's way, but the Shuya was the unfortunate target. And again, there is the dive coming in.
That was three ultimates in one at one go. And oh my, I felt so bad for, the Suyu there. He could have done something, but he just couldn't escape the AUG and the knockup coming in from Guinevere as well. And he's definitely taken down. And this is going to be looking pretty sad for Celestial Clans here. Not saying that, it's a pity, but they could have definitely done better if the
Oh,
Gishin here was just right, but there we have it. Cyclops once again taking down another member.
yes, the last insanity was used just to defend the mid lane, and they are successfully able to do so. But however, they are trading in for 1-1 kill right now. The jungler is no more for the side of Doomwalkers, and they're going in. There's a damage, and there's a lot of dive coming, but the Winter Crown is gonna be saving that Guinevere, and there's the feathered airstrike just to zone the members out. So I think that was a really close call for the side of Seven Celestial Clan. They could have just gotten wiped out. And with the Lord spawning already into the map of into the land of Dawn, right? Doomwalkers, they should be getting their hands onto it, but Seven Celestial Clan, they can go for a Hail Mary play, but should they? Is the question here, Sebastian.
Exactly, they definitely could, and it would make a really beautiful play here. If we see a wipeout coming in from Celestial Clan, I'd be
Mm-hmm.
like, oh my goodness me, wait, I'm putting my bets onto Celestial Clan. They could make a difference. They do. It's not that their lineup is bad. Their lineup is quite good, but it's just I would say the Cyclops. It's if they had a area damage mage like Aurora or even the Vexana here, I think it would have been so much better for Celestial Clan. And even in a 1v4, it won't really be a 5v4. It won't really be a 5v4, but it would be a 5v5 if we count the Eternal Guard.
I mean, that could have really worked, right? They could have actually even used the Vexana for disengage, right? As well as the Aurora, like you mentioned, right? They can really provide a lot of control for the team, right? And Cyclops, he does have a stun, right? He does have that, the lockdown, but it's not really enough. The star power lockdown is single target, right? And with the
Exactly.
damage like the Farsa's, I mean, the Feather Strike, it can be really long range, and the AOG can give the provide the extra bit of space. And right now there's another zoning coming in, but the top lane inhibitor will be falling down with the Lord crashing down, and right now the mid will be cracked open and they're going for an engage. The knockup is there from the Kalea. He uses a tsunami slam, but he might get just taken down, and right now the base is wide open. There's a dive, there's a jump connecting, double kill will be secured by the Grandeur. The last insanity used as a last resort, but it does not make the base last any longer at this point. I'm sorry if that became a tongue twister at this point, Sebastian, but that's gonna be the last game for this matchup.
Oh man, 7CC, you guys could have done something, but I feel so bad, like there's so just things that just you just can't evade, and the things you just can't do something about, and that's the lights over here, especially for the side of Gishin. I feel really bad that he wasn't able to play, and they could have definitely made the second round a little bit more intense or more fun, for the side of Doomwalkers. But there we have it. Some things are just irreversible, and I would say congratulations to Doomwalkers for getting on to the
I
final,
feel,
the next round.
it is the finals, so they are qualifying for the finals. You're completely right. But again, without the cushion and also the draft really heavily favoring the side, it was kind of a walk in the park for the side of Doomwalkers, right? They got
Exactly.
everything that they wanted freely without much contest, and from that point on, is really difficult to you know just counter it out, just to prolong
Yeah,
the game, because you're already as it is in a 4v5 situation, and even with your resources being denied, it's gonna get even more tough, right? Because you cannot
exactly.
contest for this neutral objective, you cannot even defend your own inhibitors, right? And all those things combined was really the downfall of the side of Seven Celestial Clan. They could have gotten a better fight provided that the factors were favoring them, but however, their it's not in their luck tonight, right? And I
Exactly.
feel the Seven Celestial Clan, they have to sadly end their journey in the semi-finals of the Nordwind Gaming Moba Community Cup. And congratulations to the winner, right? They were absolutely deserving of it, right? They played fairly, they played
Yeah,
well, and even their draft sense was really looking really good. They caught the counters to the heroes both the games, and I think
exactly.
it's going to be a really good battle in the finals.
Definitely, definitely. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be going on a short break, but the next match is coming up soon, as we are going to be looking out for the finalist for this beautiful tournament that is coming up. So, guys, Shinru and I will be signing out for the evening, right?
Yep, see you guys soon. Don't, I mean, just stay tuned, guys, don't go anywhere, and be sure to catch up the next match which is going to come in your way.
Yeah. Unknown Brain, Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
stay away from all your games. Yeah, I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side. No, you did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you frowning, see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music, I'm saying
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games. Yeah, I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side. No, you did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
Yeah. Unknown Brain, Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games. Yeah, I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side. No, you did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye.
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you finding, see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music, I'm saying
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, and you'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
yeah. Unknown Brain, Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, and you'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you finding, see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music, I'm saying
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, and you'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye.
Yeah. Unknown Brain, Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, yeah. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you flying, see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music. I'm saying
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, yeah. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
yeah. Unknown Brain, Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, yeah. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye.
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you flying, see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music, I'm saying
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, and you'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
yeah. Unknown Brain, Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming, it's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, and you'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you flying and see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music, I'm saying
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, and you'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye.
Yeah. Unknown Brain, Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you flying, see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music. I'm saying
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
yeah. Unknown Brain, Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye.
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you flying, see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music, I'm saying
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
yeah. Unknown Brain, Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming, it's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you flying and see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music, I'm saying
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day. You'll realize
Yeah. Unknown Brain, Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, yeah. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you finding, see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music. I'm saying
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, yeah. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
yeah. Unknown Brain, Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, yeah. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. say goodbye.
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you flying, see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music, I'm saying
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, and you'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
yeah. Unknown Brain, Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming, it's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, and you'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you flying, see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music, I'm saying
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, and you'll realize
and welcome. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the fourth edition of the Nordville Moba Community Cup, and this is brought to you by Nordwind Gaming Community. This is the semifinals, the second semifinals of the night, and this is specially for the Mumbai server, a prize pool of 20,000 diamonds on the line, and this will prove who goes to the final for those 10,000 diamonds and who remains in the third and fourth spot. The match is between Disclaimer Esports and Rayuga Esports. So, on the caster's desk, this is your guy, Roots Official. Along with me is none other than your guy, Isaki. Isaki, how are you doing tonight?
Yeah, I'm feeling good about this match, and I'm glad to be here. There will be a lot of things that I would watch, and there will be certain things, the possibilities that would happen in this game.
Yes, definitely true. And to be honest, the audience who are watching, stay tuned because there's going to be plenty of giveaways, not just today, but it's going to be tomorrow, where you can be winners of at least 300 to 400 diamonds. And along with that, there's a special announcement that the next Nordwind Community Cup is going to be on the 21st, and that will be specially for the Bengal server. So all the Northeastern players, get ready, get hyped because this tournament is coming to your city. And for now, though, if we look at the bans, Isaki, it is gonna be the Lucas, Hilda, and the Alpha being banned out. All three of them are really good XP laners, especially the Lucas and the Alpha are really good jungle players. So, what do you think the strategy must be? Because right now, the Fanny and the Batang are pretty like stable bans for now. So, what do you think people are thinking? Because I think Rem's TC's team is literally working on countering those utility junglers at this point. So, do you think they are going to play an assassin jungle here?
I think they would play assassin jungle for maybe it's a maybe, but they ban the destructive heroes that will unleash huge damage for the opponents. And the other side, we can see that it's a Badang, which is usually works in the tournaments, but still it may be a loss or win game for Badang. So I think it's a good pick and a good ban.
Yeah, one side is trying to stop the powerful roamers, whereas, speaking of powerful roamers though, they have got the Kalia abandoned as well. Kalia has been picked up, and she is a pretty utilized roamer in this part. So she is gonna show us what she's got. Cause one moment you're in your team, and off she goes with the flicker and her ultimate combo. She will bring you right back to your death, to your grave, putting you in between four of her own team members. There we go, with the Suyu as well. Though Sakura and Sasuke are down in the Land of Dawn. What are we going to see in reply? It is all of the Zuzushin, which you have seen already. What are we going to see next? Perhaps the Hurrit, because Hurrit is mad crazy in this meta, isn't he, Isaki?
Yes. Talk about the death. It's a good mage and a good laning hero. Perhaps it will just be a late game hero, but still, it is it will be a dominant heroes at the late game. As you can see
And
that
talking
the
about
other side is Talia. Yeah.
Yeah, and talking about a late game, here comes the early game. The Jawhead has been picked up by Swag Boy of Disclaimer Esports, and it is game on because the Jawhead with the Zushin, you're talking about some great CC coming in. So, what is Rayuga thinking here? Because they will have to be countering this early game Power S of the Jawhead. Let's see what they lock in. They go for the 4 years, and that is going to be crazy because there's a Hurrit in the opponents that might be the direct counter for him. What else is going to be picked in the goal lane is the question here. The Granger is open, talking about the holy triad of goal lane nowadays in the meta. It is the Hurrit, the Granger, and the Irrital. So the Granger is open, the Irrital is open. Let's see what comes up next. The CC has been banned out. Probably a sign, Isaki, here that Hylos might be picked here. What do you think?
Absolutely. I think they will pick the Hylos, or maybe they will pick something else out of the blue.
Yes, and the
And
Fasa has been banned. Wow.
yeah,
When you think about it, there's a lot of mid lane mages still open. I mean, there is the Louis, which Rayuga Esports was
Rayuga.
showing off just a minute ago.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens next, because the Fasa has been banned, the Eve, the Louis, they are still open, the Vexana is open, the Sicilian is open. Which do you think will be a better counter to the Zushin here?
That is absolutely correct. But if they pick, I think they will pick they will pick a trigger on the way. Halos is banned.
Oh, that is interesting now. You ban out the CC and you ban out the Hylos as well. That
Mhm.
sounds fishy. I wonder what Ryuga was thinking in
And
their minds right now. Because this is a semifinals match. Everything
there you
counts here.
go.
This is a best of three though, and the
Yeah.
Granger has been banned out. As I said, Isaki, you have to ban the Granger out.
Yes.
Maybe, just maybe,
Yes.
the Irithel can come in. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe it's a situation that they will pick a Irritel for it's a part of combats and distancing. I think they will pick something that will they pick carry.
Ooh, the carry. I mean, there is a lot of sustain
Dangerous.
in the hands
Yeah.
of Disclaimer Esports, so a carry might be a great weapon. Just has to be a little bit wary of the CC coming in from Disclaimer Esports because they have a lot of CC, so the carry has to farm up so that they can do something about it. Talking about farming up, I think Disclaimer Esports won't make that easy because they are thinking about an assassin Pekisaki, as I said, and
Mhm.
Hayabusa might be a great part here. The joy is there as well, folks, ladies and gentlemen. So a joy can ready-made counter the Soyu, but they seem to be more powerful and more comfortable on that Hayabusa is Rentizi. And let's see what the last pick comes in as. It is gonna be the idiot. So that is how Disclaimer Esports round up their draft. Let's see what else comes out because Raiga Esports have this one last opportunity to counter draft their opponents, and it's going to be the Vexana. Well, the Vexana can be a great counter, especially talking about the Jawhead, the Hermit, or the Haibusas,
And
her Horrify, and the Eternal Guard can make a lot of impact. So, of the draft, Isaki, and the audience, who do you think has a better draft? Let us know down in the comments. And Isaki, do give me your views of the draft. Which team do you think is having the upper hand here?
yeah, both team has a pick. Um, that is difficult for me to think about that. Both team has a pick
Yes,
good heroes, and it's right now. I think it's good.
yes, both the teams definitely have a lot to think about because both the teams have drafted their drafts so well. It is going to be interesting to see which team is going to have the upper hand. I mean, draft only constitutes 40% of a match here. The 60% comes down to the gameplay. And let's see how it goes though, because both the teams are clearly having a great draft. For now, though, the audience do let us know who has the better draft here. I would like to know your comments here. I would like to know what you think about it. And we gotta put up a vote, Isaki. Who do you vote? Which team do you vote is gonna take the game one of this Nordwin Community Cup?
I'm guessing. I don't want to be I'm guessing for that. Disclaimer esport because they pick a good and verifications about that heroes is like they can get hunt down of every heroes and they can withstand out the situations. Look at it.
Uh-oh, Kyle Teasy, that is not a situation you want to be. She tried actually to make some chaos on that jungle, but
Yeah.
she got stopped. But right now, guys, we are in the land of dawn. This is going to be game one for Disclaimer Esports versus Rayuga Esports. Both of these teams have drafted pretty well. Rayuga has a legacy of its own. It is a pretty old organization, and we are going to see what happens next because there's a fight brewing in the bottom lane already. Hermit is so low, he is somehow going to dash out with the chrono dash. There's the Hayabusa using the Glass Shadow. Can he actually get a kill here? He uses the overshadow kill. Is it going to be killed there? Kalia is so low. The first blood is going to pop, and it is going to pop at the hands of Disclaimer Esports. It is game on 1-0. That the advantage is for Disclaimer Esports. In the customers desk, this is your guy, Rhodes Official, along with Isaki, and we are going to see a lot of good battles here. Harith, one more card in a bad place. He is going to get slain as well. He needs probably AFC needs some sleep here because he is not holding a good position here, Isaki.
It's a good skate play. I was shocked in the first match, and it is like unexpected that he comes and Hayabusa takes him down. And other than that, the goal carry use some mind. I think I don't know how to say about that, but it was good that he take down Harry at the early games, and it will be an advantage for goal standard.
Yes, it would be an advantage for the goal, but currently though, there is a kill as well. Rocco goes down, the Kalea goes down once again, and Disclaimer Esports are livid. They are getting a 2-1 advantage here, and the turtle has been taken as well. So it is going to be interesting to see how it lines up. But look at Rayuga Esports. They are in the jungle, but they have some company here. Hayabusa has to run away with the squad shadow. Vishal on that Phobius is ready. He wants to pop it in. Demonic forces coming in. The Lucian is trying his best, but this is going to be the Scary who's going to get the kill on the Hermit. The Swag Boy gets down. Vishal goes with it. So both of them just taking each other's kills. This results in a quick turret push for Team Rayuga Esports within 3 minutes of the game. So Isaki, that looks like a pretty good snowball maneuver here.
Not only the support and the bench have a good potential, but still they have a consistency of going in and just look at the before and the match. They already come in the goal lane and clear out the turrets before the other team could come. And yeah, absolutely, that was good. Oh, nice.
Uh-oh, the Kalea got a great pickoff on that, and Rayuga Esports seemed pretty rusty in the early game, but they are showing up. They are showing why they have the experience on board. Right now, they are trying to level the goal lead here, which is actually in the favor of them right now. 1K, but it doesn't matter. Johead comes in with his ejector play. Hayabusa comes in as well. Quad Shadow, Obi Shadow kill popped in as well. Can he get a kill though? No! Renkizi makes a mistake here. Carry is on his tail. He is going to secure that kill. Rusting Kole. No, definitely he is not rusting here. Maybe Rentizi made some mistakes. And this is going to be a siege coming in from Rayuga Esports as they go all in to the mid turret. Phobius jumping so deep, he probably might as well lose his life. But that will result in a positive turret exchange, almost getting the mid turret for team. Killing spree coming out for the Vexana though. So this is still a counter engage. The turret falls and so the Swag Boy on that Shawhead, and Hayabusa is just here to be taken out once again. Can Kalia get it? Yes, he does. The combination coming out from the carry, the Vexana and the Kalia is just too much for Disclaimer Esports to hold on here, Isaki.
Absolutely. In the early game, they are dominating, and I don't know about the late games, but still, Rayuga Esports is on the lead right now. And it might be pulled down if they don't poke out or possibly clear out the tops for Disclaimer Esports.
Shawhead went for the ejector play, gets ejected with a Kalia's own, and that is just how he dies. And none of the team, none of the players of Rayuga Esports actually fall. So this is looking pretty one-sided here. What does a team like Disclaimer Esports need to do here, Isaki, to come back?
Absolutely, they have to get the tips out, the tips, like they have to get the resources, they have to get the goal, and they have to manage to get the builds ready for defense and the safeties of the team.
Yes, and just how dominant has this trio been of the carry, the Kale, and the Vexana. This is a trio which you guys can use in your ranks as well. As we can see, the jungler Chocolate Chan doesn't even have a kill to his name. This is just how dominant it is. Rusting Cole here with 6-0-3, and that is a carry you would not like to mess with. So it is going to be
Yeah,
interesting to see how Disclaimer Esports actually face this off. Because right now, knocking on the door is Rayuga Esports, and Disclaimer Esports has no answer to it.
Absolutely. I thought the Suyu would build a Sky Fisher for the beginning, but I think they would pick it last. I don't know about that, but surely, maybe. And the
Yeah,
phone line seems to
maybe.
confuse about the method.
Oh,
Oh,
look at that!
wow.
Beautiful gameplay coming out from the Kalia as Rocco gets another pick off. There's just a killing machine here. Carrie has all the damage, Vexana has all the damage. All Rocco needs to do is lock onto that hero with her tail and bring it in. And that is exactly what they're trying to do here. Rentizi on that Hayabusa has had no luck. He did get one kill, but from then on, they never had just anything going for them. Talking about going, though, Swag Boy is trying for an opportunity, but doesn't seem to. So that he has anything in his favor right now. No support.
Very much likely. And as we see that, I tell you that they are dominating, and maybe it will be a pull down for Disclaimer Esport if they don't put out something out of miracles. Likewise, they could poke the one opponents and clear out the lanes probably, but they give up the lore. They give up. I think they would give up the third line.
Yeah, they
They
have
would give
to
up
give
the
out
third
the
for now.
turtle, but they are trying to steal turrets here. However, tried to steal the top turret, was unsuccessful, and now he's trying for the bottom as well. But who is successful? I'll tell you. It is Rayuga Esports, who is getting yet another kill as well. And turrets keep falling. Whenever I look up top, it's the carry stealing turrets, and then there's the kills coming on their way as well. So the goal lead right now is of 8k right now. So that is the trouble here. Even if Disclaimer try to fight it out, Rayuga is just too strong at the moment, Isaki.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Not only they got the Lord, but also secures to kill as much as possible they can in a short period of time, in 9 minutes in early games. Still, they are still dominating, and this clever esport is pressure right now.
Uh-oh. Okay, this might be a play coming in, but okay, Rocco decides out of it because the Lord is marching down bottom lane, so they might be thinking of colliding and
Yes.
just fixing those lanes so that they can have a grand kind of impact here. A good setup, and this could be game for Rayuga Esports.
Yep, absolutely. I think they would create a path for themselves to claim their throne, but right
Look
now,
at that! The pick of King Jawhead is being the victim here as they got nothing to do. Of course, Kalia goes down, but this is still a four-man Rayuga who has currently a 10k goal lead, and that is showing. Here comes Soyu with the double kill. Hurrit using the Zaman Force up to no work here as a legendary carry comes in and finishes the game. That is going to be game one for Rayuga Esports, just like that. They never really give their opponents a chance. And disclaimer, esports, they better be back to their drawing boards because this is a best of three series. This is match point, and if they lose one more, they are gonna get eliminated from the tournament. 17-5 is the score line. Isaki, what do you have to say for this match?
they got the whole checkmate. They got occupied all the lanes and from early game to the late game. Wow, that was a blowout. It gives me a goosebump right now. Specifically, that was a good gameplay, and I think they would surely come back in a. I don't know about that, but they would surely go in a process. They would come back. Yeah, surely. But right now,
Yes.
Rayuga has won the victory.
Yeah, I mean, I could hear the goosebumps in your voice, Isaki, as Rayuga showed a dominating performance in this game one. If we talk about the MVP, the man of the match goes to Rustin Coley for that carry. 12.4 is her grade, and 905 is her KDA. I mean, you don't get gold laners any better than this. And this is going to be a drawing board session for Team Disclaimer because they need to come up with something soon because Renchizi on the Hayabusa and Sleep on the turret couldn't do much about the situation. So we'll see how it goes though. And for now though, Isaki, what would you recommend to a Disclaimer to come back here?
I would recommend both teams with a possible way, but still they are good. They have a good pick, and starting was not good, so maybe that's a mistake for now. And I think the way they will give a chance, I think they would give opportunities or something like they would make sure that they would not let this happen again.
Yes, definitely so. I mean, if they do let it happen again, this is going to be GG, good game for them, and they are going to be eliminated from the tournament as well. So we got to take care of that. They got to take care of that, and we'll see if they can make a comeback. They will definitely not go down without a fight. Disclaimer Esports are a pretty good team on their own. We got to see how it goes here. But guys, do remember that the Nordwin Community Cup number 5 is gonna be starting from 21st. If you guys want to take part in the tournament, this is your golden opportunity. 32 slots will be there for the Bengal server, for the Northeast server. You gotta check it out. Go in the description and yeah, like, share, and subscribe the channel if you want more Mobile Legends content coming in. This is gonna be the Nordwin Community Cup brought to you by Nordwin Gaming Community and powered by Vista Games. And this is going to be game number 2. Straight away into the draft we go. This is going to be right now Rayuga on the blue side with Disclaimer Esports on the red side. So Isaki, what would you do? I mean, straight off, we see that the Kalia has been banned out. What else would you ban? Maybe the carry, maybe the Soyu?
Maybe the Joy also. Maybe that's the Asian. They were the poke indirectly without any absolute disturbance.
Yes, definitely so. Or maybe pick the Joy for themselves as well. Because I think Team Rayuga are pretty confident on the Soyu. So that is one way to counter him. Pick the Phobius up, pick the Joy up, and try to dominate the jungle. Because without the jungle, the gold laners won't have the farm to actually snowball the game, get the first kills in. For now, though, we see the CC ban, which was also a quite similar situation in game one as well. So maybe the CC ban is the go-to strategy. The Matilda Airlines has been banned as well, so that flight is not going to take off for now. Let's see what else goes down here. Isaki, any guesses who is going to be next on the ban list?
The next will be, I think they will ban Granger because the Granger has more potential. They banned the Baxia.
Wow, the Baxia coming in as a ban. I mean, there are players like Ren who played that Baxia so well.
Yeah.
Talking about Tartarus Esports, who are right now at the top of the game in India. We got to see what else comes in. Who is gonna be taken next? I mean, I think the kryptonite of Rayuga Esports might lie in the utility junglers. So maybe, just maybe, Disclaimer needs to pick that utility jungler. Maybe something like Lucas or maybe the Alpha, and that might be something which they can play with here. The Zushin has been rightfully banned, but the Triad, the Golden Triad, is left. But Dang is left as well. Who's going to be the first pick, Isaki?
Oh, maybe it would be a Joy because Hylos is picking the other side of Rayuga Esports, and they will pick surely a Joy. I'm guessing that they already banned the Disclaimer Esport has banned the disturbing heroes that would initiate anytime they want to and take it down as much as possible, because these are the heroes that can play with the heroes also.
Yes, definitely so. But Soyu comes in strong for Disclaimer Esports this time around. They are gonna be the ones who are gonna pick it up. So let's see how they can fare well with the Soyu. Definitely, it has to be the heroes which they're confident in. Need sleep picking that turret for a second time here. He didn't have much success in game one, but let's see how it goes for this game too. As this is going to be the ultimate game here. Maybe Rayuga Esports are feeling lucky here. They are feeling confident, and they're going to just lock in the badang with that Selena, and that is just doom if that Selena strikes, because that Selena can be fatal in the early game, Isaki.
Yeah, absolutely. Early game, Selena could outrun the pretty well for disturbing. Like it can be like, look at the mobility and the damage. It can give a lot of issue for the that has a low HP heroes, maybe like a Harid or maybe like the marksman.
Yes, definitely so. But out comes the Lucas here. So that is a great pick as well. The utility needs to be high on the sides of Disclaimer Esports. And the Selena, though, is a ticking time bomb, Misaki. Because if you don't get a kill within the first few minutes of the game, she might as well be rendered just for vision. She might be useless. So this is an opportunity which Disclaimer Esports needs to recognize here. And they might be able to take advantage of it, because Selena in the late game is not a mage you would like to have on your team. This all depends though, as the game should go to the late game. As we saw in game one, things do not take a good turn and you might not even get to the late game here.
Yeah, absolutely. What I'm seeing is not right now. They have banned the joy, and Rust, and I think they have now they will pick something that will be maybe a mage. Maybe no. Oh, they already banned the mage.
Yeah, I mean, they
So
could try to ban
yeah,
another mage here, trying to make shorten the hero pool of the mid laner for Disclaimer Esports. That might as well be their strategy. Because this is important here. Yes, another mage ban coming in. The Louis gets banned now. The Fasa is open though. The Fasa can be pretty good for the Selena, or maybe they would go for the Vexana themselves. That would be an easy pick, and that would actually counter the Selena as well as somewhat of that high loss. We do have to see how it runs down though. Who is it gonna be? What is this pick gonna be on Kyle Kesey? What do you think, Isaki?
yeah, absolutely. It gives me a hard time for thinking, and I'm on approach to see it will be a surprise pick or it will be a decent pick. Or they will pick the Gato Kacha. That would be absolutely troublesome for Ryuga Esports, because they don't have a hero that would make the crowd very well. They have only a Badang, and also they have the high lows, but potentially the Gato Kacha has more gain in the late game because of its tactic tankiness.
Definitely so, and look at that. The utility jungler comes out from Rayuga Esports. But I'm still skeptical about opening that carry pick for one more time for Rayuga Esports here. Maybe Disclaimer Esports has a thought behind it, but it is indeed going to be difficult because they have so many tanky units. And look at that! The crossbow of Tank has landed in the Land of Dawn. Rusting Cole is right now not going to try the same hero again. She is going to go for the 1-1 here. The 1-1 can be great against something like a Gatot Kacha who relies on being upfront. We have to see what comes up next. Is it going to be a Nana pick here? Ikasi. Isaki, actually.
Yeah.
I was going to say Mikasa here.
Anyways, it's okay. It's okay.
But look at
Back to
that
the
though.
game.
The
Hmm.
Fasa has been picked up, Isaki. So this is gonna be a great fight coming in. Audience, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for game two? Because both the teams have drafted up. And who do you think has a better draft this time around? Is it gonna be Disclaimer Esports who are gonna get the upper hand, who are gonna tie the series? Or is it gonna be Rayuga Esports who are gonna shut the door finally and move on to our grand finals of the Nordwind Gaming Community Cup? This is going to be your casters, Roots Official. Along with me is none other than your cute boy, Isaki. And this is going to be
Yes.
game two. In a few moments here, we are going to be live in the land of dawn. So let us know your comments, your views. What do you think should be drafted instead? And what do you think this Clever Esports needs to do here? Which team are you supporting? Let us know down as well. And of course, like, share, subscribe, and support us because Indian esports needs your support constantly as we are gonna go live into the game. Isaki, who is it gonna be? Who is gonna get the first blood here?
I'm looking for the maybe the both team will. Let's see about that.
Yes, but there can be one winner, Isaki, and there can be only one first blood. So we have to see what happens next. Selena is already level 2, is ready with the abyssal arrows, connects to Swag Boy, but that is not going to be killed right now. They might be looking for a jungle invade here. Are you sure you would like to invade the jungle of a Gatut Kacha and a Fasa here?
I didn't. I think they won't offer to keep that because the last match they have keep. I mean before match they have keep the and preoccupied them. They would not do that. Let that happen again.
Yes, they definitely should not. And for now, though, it is almost 1.5 minutes into the game, and so far, both the teams have not tried to engage. Maybe they're looking for the perfect engaging opportunity here. They are trying to get the farm down for Rentizi on that Soyu here. They will be looking for a little bit of a gold advantage, and they will try to snowball it from there. So, what do you think the main problem with Disclaimer Esports is still now, Isaki?
Absolutely. I'm seeing that in the first goal length there is a heavy match going with 1-1 and Harit, and right now in the EXP lens, well, and what I'm seeing that Harit is backing down and retreating. Go! Oh my God!
Here comes the fist crack Selena against the first blood. Is it gonna be one more? The Lucas gets a double kill all of a sudden. Is this gonna be a triple kill here? No, Gadud Kacha steals the kill. AOG doesn't land anywhere, but it is gonna be Ryul who has to get back here, and so does Need to Sleep because he's low as well. Both the gold laners are not giving an opportunity to each other right now, but 1-1 has the advantage for now as she does have that little bit of a lifesteal. The turtle fight is currently brewing in the top, and the turtle is low. Soyu is going to secure the kill. The abyssal arrow strikes onto Itsuki. He has to run away. The feathered airstrike is there, but not quite zoning in. Chocolate-chan wants to fight here. He might be required to go back as he loses his life for nothing. There's Vishal who is going to try to somehow mitigate the fight and let it end there. Okay, Ryul gets an abyssal arrow on that Fasa, but he is not going to strike because he has seen deaths occurring among his teammates here. The first turtle going to Disclaimer Esports, that's a good sign, isn't it, exactly?
Yeah, I think it was also a mistake for they are coming in outnumbered, and they didn't know about the approach about for coming in from Disclaimer Esports. It's out of blue, and they got attacked that surprisingly.
Yes, definitely.
Even they got the turtle from. Yeah.
Yeah, but they did lose 3 kills there. So we got to think about which is the major reason here, the turtle or the 3 kills. So we got to think on that there. So Isaki, who do you think has which team do you think has the better early game here though? Is it the Disclaimer Esports with the Soyu, or is it Chocolate Chan on that Alpha here?
I think the disclaimer esport has more up better in early games, but in the late game, as you can see, the Spear of Alpha will get in the
Oh,
way and
Swag
oh
boy in trouble. That is a swag maneuver. He is gonna get out with the crossbow of tank is still there. Garudkat is just too beefy to take that crossbow of tank lightly. Real in trouble here. Gets caught, gets eliminated. Here comes the team of Disclaimer Esports, and that is gonna be a failed attempt of gank from Rayuga Esports. So this does look shocking, and this does look really great if you are a Disclaimer fan here. Cause Disclaimer, this series is in a 1-0 position. Raiga Esports have the advantage, but Disclaimer Esports right now are going on to a snowballing spree right now. They have 2 turtles, they have the kills to their name as well. This is going to be interesting to see how it turns out, Isaki.
yeah, they give me a good feedback from a last match, and I think this is the moment they will they will take it, or
Yes.
maybe not.
Well, when you see an opportunity, you should take it, because this might not come back again. As 1-1 unlocks the crossbow of tank once again, he is gonna wait though, because he knew the Gutted Kata would try to AOG his way out. But yeah, you need to take an opportunity here, because if you don't, your opponents are really gonna take it. Life is all about taking the opportunities which you can grab, isn't it, Isaki?
Yes, yes. That's true. That's true. You give me a motivate one that I would say it's good. And the process coming in with the disclaimer esport has gotten good, and the goal lead is going on to disclaimer esport right now.
Oh, bottom lane though, all the teams are concentrated. It is going to be a 1v1 of the junglers in the top lane though. Chocolate Chan this time getting the advantage, and I think it is a checkmate situation in the bottom lane though, because nobody is quite engaging onto a fight here. We need to still see that first turret going down. In the first match, though, Rayuga Esports were pretty strong, and they just got the first turret pretty easily. Look at that, though. Aero strikes once again, but this is going to be a reverse coming in the Swag Boy and Kyle Teasy as they get the kill on the Selena. So this time around, Swag Boy was like, call an ambulance, but not for me. And down goes Real on the Selena. These things are getting real here, Isaki.
Yeah, this getting real because Selena failed to attempt a kill and he got died. Oh, probably he got a most heavy damage coming out from Parsa and Katokachas.
And the glorious pathway comes in from Rocco, and the AOG will not do much of an effect here. Can a great fist crack here? Rayuga Esports right back in it is the question. The next time, here it is. Gadurkacha landing with the AOG does not connect well, but this is the turtle who is gonna go. It is gonna go second time to Soyu, gets the kill as well. Mega kill comes from the Gadurkacha as well. And the Rayuga Esports need to head home because they are being hunted badly by Disclaimer Esports. This time around, they are trying to show what they are made up of, and the goal lead is certainly in their favor as well. So this is looking like the opposite of game one here, Isaki.
Absolutely, it's like a mirror reflecting itself.
Look at that! Look at that! The Soyu just leaned 1-1 like she was a mosquito there. What a kill coming out from Rentizi right now. This has to be one of the most dominant performances from Disclaimer Esports coming off the back of a terrible loss. And there's the Hurrit who is doing the same as Carey was doing last game. He is trying to steal turrets. He's trying to gain that goal advantage because once he has that goal advantage, he can definitely steer his team to victory. And this is going to be a 3-man Disclaimer Esports coming into the bottom lane. Hylos is just going to sneakily use the glorious pathway to slow them down, and he's going to run for his life as well. Because even if you're a tanky player like Hylos, you are no match for the damage of 4-man Disclaimer right now.
Yeah, the disclaimer is on a reach of goals, and Ryuga is on poverty. if they didn't get the gold, they would be falling onto the poor statement of the resources they will not get back.
Definitely so, and we just gotta see how Rayuga Esports are gonna go and combat this situation because they are an experienced team as well. It is gonna be interesting to see how they're gonna play it out because the people are likely gonna panic, and that is gonna be just the Fasa who doesn't even need the crossbow of tank to be eliminated. She just got killed, and here comes the Gacha as well, who gets slain. The true damage coming from the Alpha is just insane right now. And this is the story. They are gonna go straight to the Lord here. This is Rayuga Esports, of course. They get a small opportunity and they will convert it big. Just like that. Just as I said, Isaki, this is Rayuga Esports taking the small advantage. And right now they're steering to get a snowball here.
Yeah, it's going a rock paper scissors going on here in the game, but the gameplay, the both teams have doing their own works very well. Respect the lane and respect them and putting out efforts.
Yes, definitely so. And look at that, the siege battle coming on. Hylos is trying to get a siege in. The Glorious Pathway can be a great device to siege, actually. The Lord is marching down top lane. This is Rayuga Esports, who right now have the advantage and they're taking the turret. There it is. The bottom lane turret goes down. Is it going to be the 1-1 unlocking the crossbow of Tang? Is it not, though? Because she might be in trouble. Her team is in trouble. And down goes Rocco on that Hylos. So that is a great exchange coming in. Still, this is Disclaimer Esports who are holding their own for now.
Absolutely. I mean, they're not done yet, and they are already, in fact, utilizing the game and flipping the tables out from Disclaimer Esport.
Yes, we would like to see the itemizations because this alpha isn't dealing much damage though. There's the Hermit, and there is the Feather Racetrack coming in as well. I think the alpha must have built quite a tanky build there because he isn't dealing much damage. He's on a 041 KDA, which does not look good for Rayuga. But this is the crossbow of tank coming in from the 1-1. He isn't going to get killed yet. This is going to be a reverse kill though. Hylos goes down. This is going to be the Hermit who is taking another kill. Shutdown comes out though from the 1-1. Rustin Cole is the man, but this is Selena who gets a shutdown of Hermit on her own. Rock, paper, scissors, as you said, Izaki. This does not look good as Rayuga Esports still have the momentum on this side.
Yep, of course. I don't know what to say about the match. It's interesting, and right now the team fight was spectacular that I couldn't even try to talk it out. The game, what could I say? It's interesting right now.
It is definitely interesting, especially talking about interesting. There's Lucas who's gonna get deleted by the crossbow tank. Finally, the 1-1 is online, and does this look like troublesome for Disclaimer Esports as the first crack lands as well. Swag boy, EOT must have landed very wrong here because he didn't quite make the exit. Instead, he landed right where he shouldn't have, right in the middle of 4 players of Rayuga Esports there.
Yeah. There was a mistake ulti done by DoomWalkers. Right
Yes,
now,
definitely so.
Yeah, right now I think the Rayuga Esport have a good way to get a Lord, and they would have to wait for DoomWalkers to keep the. No, they wouldn't come.
No, I don't think so. Disclaimer Esports want to mess with Rayuga Esports and the advantage they have right now. The momentum is immense on their part, honestly. Because the 1-1 is online now. That is all you need to steer your ship through. This is Disclaimer Esports. You have to think of a comeback here, and you might need to get a pick off because a front to back composition fight, head to head, is not going to work out in your favor, Isaki.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was not a good start, but in the mid start that is going out with the Rayuga Esport, they have done very well, and they have taken the 2 lore now, and
Yes, definitely. So, and the fight is spewing in the mid lane. This is going to be faster using the fatal strike. AOC lands on no one. Double kill coming from the 1-1. This is not looking good for Disclaimer Esports as 5 people of Rayuga Esports are still alive. 3 have fallen already for Disclaimer Esports, and the rod hasn't even hit the base yet. This is looking like a gun game for Disclaimer Esports as everybody charges in into the base. This is going to be Rustin who is going to try to lock on the base, but she has to make it come true, and that it is. The Hurrit has no chance. Slow doesn't Disclaimer Esports as Rayuga Esports close out the game in a 2-0 fashion, and they're going to be your second finalists for the grand finals of the Nordwin Gaming Community Cup. This is livid, guys. Isaki, what do you think of this match? Audience, in the comments, let us know. Did you enjoy this match? Emphatic performances coming out from Rayuga Esports back to back.
Yep. Rock, paper, scissors, as I say that Joe dropping interesting match outplay game played by the Ryugas, and and the thing is that they have the miracle coming in, and the 1-1 is the one who get the chance, give it away, give it all it got to take down all the opponents from Disclaimer Esport. And right now it's an insane match, and I would say probably the best game I ever seen right now.
Yes, and Isaki, if you look at the scoreboard though, it is interesting to see that maybe Disclaimer Esports have 15 kills to their name, but it is Rayuga Esports with the 11 kills who got the finish here. They were pretty strong, Disclaimer Esports in the early game, but just like that, Rayuga Esports with the experience they have, they knew how to pull it through. They didn't try to give away a lot of kills. They played passive. They tried to get the advantage, tried to get the 1-1 some farm, tried to get Rocco to deliver those glorious pathways, taking the siege, taking turrets after turrets, and that has been a great story. I think the goal lane was real when it comes to Rayuga Esports because Hurrit, Need Sleep on that Hurrit couldn't actually make a comeback here, even when his team was slightly leading in the gold in the early game. So that is good game for Disclaimer Esports. It is going to be Rayuga who is going to move on to the finals of the Nordwin Community Cup, and 10,000 diamonds for the winner is on the line here. A prize pool of 20,000. So everybody gets something here, but this is going to be the end of story for Disclaimer Esports in this tournament so far. For the audience, do not go anywhere. Tomorrow it is going to be the grand finals, and we are going to see 2 of the best teams in the Mumbai server quarreling it out, and you might be even a winner of 300 to 400 diamonds. So stay tuned, and also try to register for the next tournament, which is coming on the 21st here, which is going to be interesting to see because it is going to be on the Bengal server. Just 32 slots though, so do your booking now. For now though, this is gonna be Roots Official. Along with me, this is gonna be Isaki taking your leave. Have a great Saturday and have a great weekend, guys. Take care of yourself. Enjoy yourself on that Moba Legends, and we will be back with some great action. We will see you soon.
Yeah. Unknown Brain, Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a cellar.